Trick or treat!
Oh, look. A witch? A pirate? And who are you?
As quarterback, I led the Sul Ross State University in an undefeated season. I graduated from East Central High School in 1979. That ain't the play! Run it again! You got to be kidding me! That was not offsides!
Hey, Mom, candy apples are almost done. Coach Hill?
I love it!
Inside Rangers football is now on GVTC Channel 14. Every week, Wednesday through Friday, Inside Rangers football on GVTC. Now that's a treat.
Welcome to Inside Rangers Football. Brant Freeman alongside me is Smithson Valley head coach Larry Hill. Today we're going to look ahead to Friday's upcoming game against Wagner and look back this past Friday against the Clemens Buffaloes, a game in which Smithson Valley came up just 1 point short, 57-56, a wild game played at Linoff Stadium. Coach, a game in which you don't punt the ball, you're +2 in turnovers without committing any of your own, and offensively you only had 2 incomplete passes, just a phenomenal game for your offense, but Clemens just came up with one more play.
Yeah, you mentioned wild, and that's what it was. You know, if you were a disinterested fan in the sense of not caring which team won or lost, and you just wanted to see a game for sheer entertainment, there were a ton of big plays. You mentioned them, kicking game and both offenses and some defensive plays. But you know that you're right. We just seem to be one play short. You know, whether it was a key third down, can't get a stop, or a key fourth down, maybe to convert, keep them with the ball away. Keep the ball away from them, you know, those kinds of things. Those kind of games lend itself to the what-if thing, and certainly that was the case Friday night.
Looking at the way your offense responded, because Clemens kept scoring, your offense, the pressure was on to continue to answer everything that they brought. What did you make of their performance? Certainly scoring 56 points, they had a big night.
Well, you know, you're pleased when you can do that. You know, that's not the style of game we're real comfortable with. You know, but yes, you're right. I mean, the fact that we were able to go out there and kind of hold serve each time, you know, that was good. But clearly, you know, we don't mind the 56. We don't the 57 part's not what we're after. So, but yes, they did some things very, very well.
In terms of star players in this district, certainly you have a share playing for you. You look at Steele and Judson; they have their go-to players. But Frank Harris for Clemens, one of the better performances I guess we'll see this year. Just how difficult was he to contain?
Well, he's been very difficult, not just for us, but for a lot of people. You know, it's they've been in the 60s once or twice. They've been in the 50s now, I guess, 3 or 4 times. So, you know, clearly we're not the only one having a difficult time stopping him. But there are other players make him better, and I guess you could say he makes them better. But certainly you've got to defend their other threats, which leaves him in a one-on-one situation a lot. He's very difficult to tackle.
All year long, you and I have been talking about the improvements across the board and in the 25-6A district. I think Clemens is Exhibit A, a team that really improved from a year ago. Does this really speak to just how much better this district has gotten?
Yeah, you know, I think we might have mentioned it a few shows ago. You know, both regional champions, both state semifinalists came from this league a year ago, and could very well happen again. But you got those 2 teams and everyone else probably playing at an even higher level, and so it's like we talk about our players all the time about you're playing December level caliber competition every week during the regular season.
Mm-hmm. Again, Smithson Valley comes up just 1 point short against Clemens, but the Rangers, no shortage of big plays. Take a look at this week's Plays of the Week.
Let's take a look. This is one of our early game touchdowns. Derek Hausler, our senior wide receiver, have a circle around him at the top of the screen. If you watch him on his route navigate against the cornerback, he foot fires, got a little wiggly line there. That's kind of about what his feet does. Kind of hesitates, goes inside, back outside, and then makes the move toward the inside up the hash. Foot fire, up, back in, beats the man, actually makes him fall down, and then Josh Atkins puts it right on him for a touchdown. See it from the rear, you see the pass protection that makes it all possible. Get a little play fake. All of our linemen are gapping to the left. The play fake to our tailback, Huda Roche, and then he blocks to the outside, has a nice pocket to sit in, makes the throw down the left hash for the touchdown. The next big play is a kickoff return. You know, they had a little momentum and scored, kicked the ball deep to sophomore Trayvon Merrick Woodard. First block is by Steele Slaughter, our senior defensive end who's on our kickoff return team. You can see that block. Then Lane Ralston, a fullback, seals their wide man toward the sideline. And then the last block is by Alden Fry, seals their second man in inside, and Trayvon's able to hit that crease between those blocks, and we go the distance for a big play. Got the momentum swinging back our way. From the end zone, it's very pretty to look at. You can see the ball's kicked down that hash. Some of those same blocks occur, and you'll see what Trayvon sees. Right there's the crease. All the block sealing them inside with the one kick out by Lane to the outside. Then it's just a matter of hitting the seam, and then, of course, has great speed, and they can't run him down. Very exciting play. Trayvon's also the subject of our last big play on defense. He's circled here at the bottom left of the screen, comes up with a big interception around midfield. Ball is snapped to their quarterback. He rolls this way. He recognizes, and we get some good pressure on the quarterback with Hayden Altman. I think Trayvon recognizes that the ball is going to have to be thrown quickly, makes a move on the receiver, cuts in front, undercuts that out route, picks it off right in front of their bench, and gets about a 25, 30-yard return down the sideline, sets us up for another touchdown. From the end zone, you can see how it all happens. There's Hayden Altman, the outside linebacker again. The play unfolds. He recognizes it, puts pressure on the quarterback, makes him throw it probably a little earlier than he wants to. When he does, it's errant throw. Trayvon undercuts, as you saw from the other angle. And then, of course, we get the big return, picks up a block from Josh Aiken, and gets it down the sideline. Big play. Those are our plays of the week.
Well, Coach, your star sophomore, Trayvon Woodard, in on a couple of those plays.
He had two big interceptions down in the red zone, of course, the kickoff return, and broke up a few passes. He's a really fine player. You'll be hearing about him for a long time.
Yep, the future is bright for Woodard here at Smithson Valley. We're coming up, though, on a break here at Inside Rangers Football. Up next, we'll hear from Emily Turner in this week's Senior Moments.
No problem, sir. Glad I could help. Have a wonderful day, and thank you for calling GVTC. Woo! That's right, Jason! Thank you for calling GVTC. This is Jeff.
Call today and ask for a gig, which is up to 1,000 megabits per second internet speed through the GVTC Giga region. Unlimited long-distance phone service, 24/7 home security monitoring, and free whole home DVR with our HD TV service. GVTC, just plain smart.
I had my mom make you some cookies, Coach.
Well, that's nice. Thanks. Why'd I get these?
Cookies are for coaches with over 200 wins. Get you a cookie, Coach. Help me out. I need a shameless plug.
Not a problem. If you need video production work, there's not a finer organization than Wich Productions. It's who we've always trusted for our game night school board productions and Inside Ranger Football Coaches Show.
Get you another cookie, Coach.
In this town, we drive trucks.
It's just what we do.
In this town, we hold doors open for ladies.
It's just what we do.
In this town, we have fun.
It's just what we do.
In this town,
We play football.
It's just what we do.
In this town,
In this town, we go to Ferris Orthodontics.
it's just what we do.
It's just what we do.
Welcome back to Inside Rangers Football. A preview of Friday's game against Wagner is coming up, but right now it's time for this week's Senior Moments with Emily Turner.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Brant.
Guys, do I even have to ask?
No, ma'am.
Yes, John?
I already did. Oh, dude.
Okay, it's a good boy. All right, so I'm here with John, Alden, and Davis. John, picture it. You're having your picture made, and you're a block of cheese. What do you say to the camera?
People. Are you a block of cheese?
Alden,
Yes, ma'am.
I know you're a good guy. You've got to know your mom's birthday.
No, I don't. What? Dude, come on. That's a bad question. You don't know your mom's birthday? That's awful. Can I just make up a date? Oh my gosh, Alden, no! I forgot it. It's your mom. It's my mom's, and my sisters are like so close.
That's it.
And either I can't remember my sisters and I know my mom's, or I can't remember my mom's and know my sisters.
Davis, give me 3 U.S. congressmen.
That's too hard. Let me think for a little bit. Let's make it. Do presidents count? No, they don't.
Do former congressmen count? Or senator?
Yeah, do former congressmen count? Is Rick Perry one? No. Rick Perry is not one. What about
Rand Paul, Ron Paul, whatever.
is he a congressman or a senator? Dude, I don't know anything about politics.
All right, guys, who can give me a talent?
That's easy. We play Ranger football.
Here you go.
Ooh, that was easy.
All right, guys, who can give me their best Coach Hillism? Looks like it's on you, Alden.
Ooh, all right. There's a story about some frogs. Okay. He says if we're like frogs in a pot with cold water, turn up the heat, they'll die because the water gets hot. But I mean, if the water's already boiling, already hot, throw those frogs in the water, then bam, they sprung right out. It's crazy. It's like Ranger football. That's it. That was the worst.
Guys, thanks for being here today. Back to you, Coach.
Coach, Alden Fry not knowing his mom's birthday, that's grounds for a few laps, I think, around the track.
Well, that's a PR blunder right there on that young man's part. For as smart a guy as he is, I'm surprised he'd make a mistake like that.
All right, I'm sure he's feeling really small right now. Well, speaking of which, now it's time in the show for this week's Little Men.
One of the key elements to try to win a football game is field position. Where do you start your drives? Where does the opponent start his drives? Obviously, the closer to the goal line you're attempting to get to that you can be, you've got a better chance to score. On the flip side, the further away from the goal line that you are, then your odds of scoring touchdowns are reduced. One of the best ways to create field position is with effective kickoff coverage. When you kick off, pinning your opponent deep and back on his own end of the field and giving your defense the best opportunity to hold them. Let's go to the little men and look at a little bit of how we cover kickoffs here at Smithson Valley. We're kicking to the opponents. You can see the opponents on the board here in the dark jerseys, and they're scattered out in what would be known as maybe a typical kickoff return alignment. Smithson Valley is in the white jerseys, and we're in a typical kickoff coverage formation. You can see we have 4 guys on this side, the kicker being here, and we have 6 guys on the other side of the field. Okay. We're attempting to kick the ball perhaps over into this corner, and that's the first thing we do is try to side kick it into one corner or the other and effectively reduce the field to only that half of the field. It'd be very difficult for a man to catch the ball and get all the way back over to the wide side of the field. Normally, if you can corner kick, it forces them to return to that side of the field. We take our 10 coverage players and begin to funnel them that way and try to squeeze the vice in on the return. As our players come down the field, one thing we ask them to do within the first 10 yards of moving down the field, we ask them to try quickly to recognize how am I trying to be blocked, or how are they trying to block me. Okay? For instance, let's take this little man here and the guy directly across from him. if, as he runs down the field, he notices his opponent's shoulder turning and facing that sideline, he must correctly assume that the defender is trying to block him towards the sideline, which would indicate that they're probably returning the ball to the inside. On the other hand, as he comes down the field, if he notices the opponent's shoulders and back turned away or to the sideline facing in, then he must correctly assume that they're trying to knock me in and are probably trying to return the ball to the side. So what we ask those guys to do as they come down within 10 yards, reading the shoulders of the man blocking them, and try to get to the other side. For instance, as we come down and it looks like he's trying to block me to the sideline, right before the contact is made, he'll try to veer and cross in midfield and come out clean the other side. If he were trying to block me to the inside, right before the contact occurs, he would try to cross him and get on this side. And most of the time, if he's able to do that, he's going to end up right where the returner is and increase his odds of making the tackle. So making snap decisions on what's getting ready to happen to him, being able to perform under pressure, and then tackling an open field. If we can do that, we have a chance to pin our opponent deep, give our defense the best chance to stop them and get off the field and get the ball back for our offense. Kickoff coverage at Smithson Valley with the little men. Now let's go to the screen and look at the big Rangers as they cover a kickoff. Here's a look at some kickoff coverage in a ball game. The ball's kicked deep down the right side. Guys are running down the field, and now they're asked to analyze the block. You can see one of our men with a circle around him analyzing that first block, trying to block him this way. He goes the other way on the block, gets in on the tackle, forces the ball back to a couple of other players, and we get them inside the 20. In another ball game, a similar thing occurs. Again, speeding down the field. You can see right there, number 34. You can see the defender getting ready, trying to block him toward the sideline. 34 doing a nice job of recognizing that's where he's trying to block me. So they must be trying to return it to the inside. I'm going to jump to the inside, either make the play or force it back out here to get some help. And instead, we combine on the tackle and make the play. Effective kickoff coverage. It sure is nice when you have that opponent pinned deep. Now, let's go to Ranger Trivia.
This week in Rangers Trivia, with 3 more touchdown catches this past Friday, receiver Derek Hauser now has 16 in his career, 3 shy of tying the all-time record in Smithson Valley. Which ex-Ranger receiver named Cody holds the record? Is it A, Cody Fuller, B, Cody Rinkin, or C, Cody Matthews? The answer is A, Cody Fuller, who had 19 touchdown catches at Smithson Valley and would go on to play both college football and baseball at Texas Tech and later minor league baseball. Coach, the biggest thing that I got from this week's trivia is the fact that if you want to play receiver at Smithson Valley, your parents better have named you Cody.
Well, I don't know, Derek. Seems like that's doing pretty good too, as is Matt and Jarrett and a few others. But yeah, it is ironic. We have had a number of them, and you mentioned 3 right there that had great careers here.
And the Fuller family as well.
Fuller family has been good to us.
Yep.
There's a few little ones running around now. I don't know if I'll coach them, but somebody will, and they may be glad of it.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, we're coming up at a break here at Inside Rangers Football. Up next, we'll preview Friday's opponent, the Wagner Thunderbirds.
Rest, ice, compression, elevation, every day. Reagan, are you there? Hello? Are you in there?
Pemmicky, I'm sorry. I am so hungry. I need some Chicken Express.
Yeah, Chicken Express does sound good.
With our famous chicken tenders and the best sweet tea in Texas, if someone isn't paying attention to you, they're thinking about Chicken Express.
Hi, welcome to GVTC. Hit it, Natalie.
Dut, 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 dut.
R-A-N-G-E-R-S, Rangers, the best!
Call today and ask for a gig, which is up to 1,000 megabits per second internet speed through the GVTC Giga region. Unlimited long-distance phone service, 24/7 home security monitoring, and free whole home DVR with our HD TV service. GVTC, just plain smart.
Let me ask you a question. Do you need a video for your business? Huh? The bears poop in the woods? I guess that's a yes. Your video can be seen anywhere, at any time, and by anyone. So, what do you think of the video, Nana?
It's off the hook, honey.
Mind blown. I heard it was very expensive to make videos. Not at all when you hire Wich Productions. Do you know how easy it is making a video with Wich Productions? As easy as taking candy from a baby. So there you have it. Success is at your fingertips. Call Wich Productions today.
We are the flashes of greatness that make history. And this year, history will be made on FS1. Foxtoberfest is here.
Watch Fox Sports 1, GVTC Digital Cable Channel 515. GVTC, just plain smart.
We are back inside the locker room here at the Fieldhouse in Smithson Valley for Inside Rangers football. Coming up this Friday, the Rangers play another district game against the Wagner Thunderbirds. Wagner comes in 2-6 overall. They're 1-3 in district, but coming off a big double overtime win over Canyon this past Friday, 63-55. So both teams, Coach, Wagner and yourselves, coming off high-scoring games. This Wagner team, the record, again, maybe not quite indicative of just how good they are.
Well, they're right in the playoff hunt, as we all are. You know, looks like Steele hasn't lost, and Judson, they're going to play each other. And the rest of us have a loss or two. And going into these last 3 weeks, you know, everybody's going to separate themselves a little bit. And Wagner's been very high scoring, been very competitive, lost some close games, won some games, as you mentioned, coming off a big emotional win. So, you know, it'll be another war like they all are in this district.
You and I earlier were talking about the go-to players in this district. Every team seems to have at least one, or if not several. Jamari Yelton, the running back for Wagner, comes into the game already over 1,300 yards rushing, 23 touchdowns. He had 6 in their game last week against Canyon. How difficult is he to stop?
He's very difficult. You know, he's very talented. They've done a nice job of designing an offense that plays to his talents. And if you do the things that you must do to try to take him away, then you know, their quarterback and their other threats are set up, and they've been able to do that on teams that have tanked up to stop him.
I know defensively they've had a tough time getting stops consistently. What do you see from them on that side of the ball? Well,
they're very athletic. They're very good. They've been able to create some turnovers. You know, they've played some awfully good teams, as we have. They've given up some points, but so talented on that side of the ball as well. And what we don't want to do is get in a situation like we did last week. Like we're 67, 57, 56. That's not really our style of play. We're looking for 3 and outs, make some plays in the kicking game, and be consistent on offense.
All right, Coach, looking forward to this upcoming game against Wagner on Friday, but it's not the only district game this week in 25-6A. There are several others, and for a look at those, we turn things over to this week's district picks with Ferris Orthodontics.
Thanks, guys. I'm Tyler Ferris.
And I'm Megan Hembry.
And these are your Week 9 Ferris Orthodontics picks of the week.
Line them up.
My Week 9 first pick of the week. Canyon Cougars, New Braunfels Unicorns. More punishment for the ponies. It's a long season.
This week I have the Judson Rockets versus those Steel Knights. Man, I may just be keeping with my Knights there because they may be shooting those Rockets back onto home.
Week 9, game of the week. Smithson Valley Rangers. Wagner Thunderbirds. No contest. All Smithson Valley. All home.
They're looking good. Get your guns up. Back to y'all.
So to recap the district picks from Ferris Orthodontics, they both like the Cougars in the Worst Bowl over New Braunfels, each like Steele in the big game against Judson, and of course, they both like Smithson Valley.
Well, I like Smithson Valley too. I'm going with the Rangers. Those other games got a chance to be very, very tight and competitive with a lot going on the line for both teams, and those should be good ball games.
All right, Coach. Well, best of luck to you this Friday against Wagner.
Thank you.
And with that, we're going to wrap up this week's show of Inside Rangers Football. For Coach Hill, I'm Brant Freeman. Again, Friday's game, 7:30 at Ranger Stadium. We hope to see you there. And we'll see you next week.
Y'all got it this time. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, kick, ball, change. Nice. Okay, from the beginning. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, kick, ball, change. Good job.
Call today and ask for a gig, which is up to 1,000 megabits per second internet speed through the GVTC Giga region. Unlimited long-distance phone service, 24/7 home security monitoring, and free whole home DVR with our HD TV service. GVTC, just plain smart. When you're ready for a break, hurry in to Chicken Express. Let us do all the cooking for you. We always offer high-quality, affordable meals that the entire family will enjoy. Our chicken is never frozen and is hand-battered fresh so you can really taste the difference. You can expect fast and friendly service at Chicken Express, whether you dine in, drive through, or drive up. Hurry in and hurry back to Chicken Express.
Straight?
Straight. Straight! Straight! I think you're gonna take this one.
Ready? Straight!
I got it, Dr. Ferris. Us posse guys always hold the flag. Straight!
I see you over there looking at me with your arms folded up, not looking happy. Dragging your name through the mud, you should roll with a kid.
We may have hit the mother load.
$2,000?
3,000?
Profit!
All new episodes of Storage Wars, Tuesdays at 9 on A&E.
Watch A&E, GVTC Digital Cable Channel 558. GVTC, just plain smart.
Dancing is easy if you break it down into steps. So is fighting breast cancer. Step 1, shop QVC Presents Fanny Shoes on sale. Step 2, get beautiful shoes at half of the manufacturer's suggested retail price. Step 3, 80% of your purchase price benefits breast cancer research and education. Let's fight breast cancer, one step at a time.
It's back! It's back! It's back! It's back! It's back! It's, oh, thank you. It's back! 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 What's back? Ranger Radio's back. Listen live to all the Ranger football games on YouTube. Just like Inside Rangers Football on Facebook and get the link for this week's game. Go Rangers!
We are the flashes of greatness that make history. And this year, history will be made on FS1.
Foxtoberfest is here.
Watch Fox Sports 1, GVTC Digital Cable Channel 515. GVTC, just plain smart.
Psst, you're not dreaming. Your favorite Food Network shows are now live streaming.
Can I watch them here?
Yes, my dear, with a simple tap on the Watch Food Network app.
Can I watch it at the gym?
You can watch it at the gym. You can watch it with a gym.
Hey.
You can watch it anywhere.
Can I watch my favorite show?
You can watch your favorite show live streaming on the go.
Whoa!
Can we watch it while we're baking? On all your devices, whatever you're making. Download the Watch Food Network app today.
Oh,